3 schools in the Hamilton County system that are going to be observing Centennial celebrations next month: Normal Park Elementary, Central High School, and Sale Creek Middle High School. Sale Creek is the oldest community in Hamilton County. I was up there the other day talking to the folks about the big celebration they've got coming up this weekend that we'll tell you about in just a few minutes. And what is so neat about this now, there's a gentleman there who has a lot of photos from a long time ago. So here's kind of a pictorial, let's go through the ages and Sale Creek, the early years, we'll call it today.
On the left is a picture of the original building. It was taken in 1938, but it has the same features as the building when it originally came out in 1908 up until about 1952.
I find it quite interesting, the archways. Beautiful piece of architecture.
They were called the arcades.
Oh.
And all the students who went through the school at that time had a real affection for those arcades because a lot of courting went on in those arcades. And that's where they gathered and played in the morning. The picture on the right is the Thomas E. Downey Memorial Gymnasium that was built in 1938.
Who was Mr. Downey?
Mr. Downey was a local community leader. He was philanthropic toward the school. He did all kinds of good things for the community and the school both, so they named the building in his honor. He died in 1937 in a traffic accident, and the gymnasium was named in his honor. This is the original student body of 1908, just shortly after the school opened around January the 20th of that year. And the man in the upper right corner was the first principal of the school, Mr. Samuel Houston Prophet. 1923, all the satellite elementaries scattered around, all the little one-room schoolhouses were closed and brought to Sale Creek. This is a picture of the school taken in 1938. It shows the entire student body. This was taken on the upper floor of the old 1908 building, and it's the home ec class of Mrs. Mabel Hickson. Mrs. Hickson was the only lady from Sale Creek who served in the armed forces during World War II, and I think she might have even retired from the military as a result of that service, yes. This was the first school bus transportation. It was a wagon, a horse-drawn wagon, and the man who drove the wagon was Mr. Ed Gothard, and he had been a coal miner, had been injured in the coal mines, and was unable to walk from then on, and so he drove a wagon for a number of years. This is a picture of the 1933 FFA, and at that time there was a lot of agricultural influence on the school. Right over the top of the mules is the barn, and the school maintained a barn at that time, and they stored not only when children would ride a mule or a horse to school, they could put it out there, but also they stored the wagon that was used to go around and bring children to school. This is the way the school appeared. This was taken in the spring of 1995, just about 2 or 3 months before the building was torn down. And you can see several different parts of it. The main part facing us is the original building.
Most notable change is those archways are gone.
The archways are gone in this picture, and they've been replaced by what was the cafeteria to begin with, and then later became the library. This school got started actually in 1879 when the land was purchased. The building was built in 1880. That was a grade 1 through 8. It continued as grade 1 through 8 until the county began building high schools around 1905. We got ours in 1908. It opened in January, around January 20th of 1908. So this will be the 100th year of the existence of the high school. To my knowledge, we are the oldest high school that is still on its original campus.